One, two, three. Hello, good people. It's me, David. Hopefully, having a fantastic day. Today, I've got an interesting message from pest control business on the Gold Coast, and I thought this is where an AI receptionist and also an AI quote bot agent can really come into its own. When you're doing pest control, there's quite a few different ways you can do it. Some people do it per room and what kind of room it is. So small bedroom, a flat fee, or a large main bedroom, a flat fee, or some people do it in square meter of the building and then the rooms as well. I spoke to somebody I know who's involved in pest control and fumigation, and what he does is he will do the amount of rooms in the home, and he has a general square meter per room. And then when it comes to the kitchen for fumigation and the bathroom, he adds a 30% fee on top. So this is, and garage as well. So this is how it can work. You're going to have the usual appointment machine, the agent, the artificial intelligence agent that's just doing the appointment, okay? Now, another thing is, I think you have to eventually go on site to finalize the quote. But you want a lot of the groundwork done for you just to make your job a lot easier. So you'll have an agent that sets the appointments. And now another thing is, maybe it will only be one day a week where you do all the appointments, okay? So it may just be the Friday, okay? And at an appointment, you might just inspect the property, make sure it can be done, book that in immediately, and that might just take 10 minutes just to walk through the house, 15 minutes. So you may just want to book out, make 30-minute appointments for the whole day, okay? But what you will have before that, and before you make the appointment, is you'll, of course, greet the customer, but you'll have the ability to have the customer write down the number of rooms they have, the size of the rooms, okay? So a good example would be a 4-bedroom home. You'll have a main bedroom. How many square meters is it? It's 30 square meters, okay? Or 20 square meters, okay? No problem at all. And you've got 3 other bedrooms that are 10 square meters. You've got a lounge room which is 30 square meters. You've got a kitchen that's 10 square meters, we'll say, 20 square meters. Okay, and you've got 2 little bathrooms. You've got 1 bathroom with a shower which is 10 square meters, and then you've got another bathroom which is just 10 square meters. We're just going to use that size, and a 2-car garage. So in this instance, we can just go through and say, well, how many square meters exactly is the kitchen? It's 20 square meters. Okay, so then what a pest control business will do is they'll have a set fee per square meters. But now that's going to be the kitchen, which is a bit of a special case. So then what we will do is we'll build into your little AI, to your little agent, your calculator agent, that while it will know the square meters of the kitchen, it'll add an extra 30% to account for the fact that it's a kitchen and it's going to need special attention. Then for the bathroom, because there's a toilet in the bathroom, that was, I think I said 10 square meters, okay? That will also have an extra 30% surcharge because it's the bathroom. But the bedrooms, when we won't put an extra surcharge on those because they're pretty standard. We don't really have to worry about too much. And then the separate little bathroom, which I said was 10 square meters, okay, that will also get an extra 30% surcharge put on top of it. That is absolutely doable in this model. And what it will do is it will calculate based on the customer's input, what they tell us, and it will write down the quote, okay? That'll be the verbal quote. It won't be the final quote, because the final quote will come when you actually you speak to the customer. But what will happen is you'll get, that customer will then make an appointment for you to go see them to finalize everything. And that'll just be added directly to your Google Calendar. Now what will happen in that Google Calendar is you'll also get an email, a backup email, that has everything that's been discussed by the customer, the amount of rooms, the size of the rooms, any other things. Maybe you also take into account how many beds, and you might charge an extra $20 to move each bed, okay? You can do that as well. It's really up to how you want to run your business in how you will charge your customer. But you will get all of that information in the Google Calendar, the home, the sizes, what furniture they have, any pest issues they know that they currently have as well. It'll also contain the pre-inspection quote. That's what we'll call it, the pre-inspection quote. This was probably what it's going to cost, but we're going to go in and have a look. But it'll say, do you think this quote is reasonable? Yes. Okay, let's book you in, so we'll get somebody to come out and see you, and then you finalize it. But then what will also happen is you'll get an email and a Google Calendar with all the information, so you know before you go. You've already got a rough estimate. That can save you a lot of time. Just imagine how long you're on the phone every day with somebody talking about this stuff. You could end up taking a few hours. This way, you can just wait until you have confirmed high interest to the point where they're going to say, yes, of course, I'll book this service. Because you'll go out, we'll book the appointment. They want you to go out there after they already know the estimated price. This one is actually, I think, is an easy sell, and it really makes your business more efficient, because now you're not worrying about people who are just going to be out there fishing. They're going to try 10, 12, 20 other people for quotes. At least this way, you've already got some confirmation that they're pretty serious, because you've got an email with all their details and your Google Calendar to go see them. And of course, that's, you organize the Google Calendar dates. Just have to tell me when you're available most of the time. And you can also do it yourself on the Google Calendar. You can always block yourself out. So that's how an AI agent would work for pest control business. It'd be the appointment setter. It wouldn't take payment, because you got to go out there and actually inspect the property. But also you can build a calculator agent as well that will have any particulars that you really want to put into it as well. And that can be built. All I really need to know is how you charge. And then go and build an artificial intelligent agent to take that into consideration, and to only use your information and your method to calculate pre-inspection prices for your service. So anyway, good people, if you're a pest control, I can get that all set up very easily. This is another little small business web chat. I also would recommend a web chat, because the text might be easier for math for the customer as well. I think if they're on the go on the telephone and trying to work out the size of the rooms, it may be a little bit too much information on in real time, because that's what a telephone call is. They're going to be trying to answer it quicker, whereas in the text they can pause and wait, and they can actually make a better judgment. Because people on the telephone, they try to get through the call as quickly as possible in some cases, and I think this is going to be one of them. But of course, it's up to you. If you really want a telephone way to do it, that's possible. I think a web chat tied into your Google Business Profile would be really good. Get people to keep looking at your Google Business Profile, and you should be able to put a link there to the web-based appointment setter and calculator as well. All right, good people. So thank you very much for your time. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this video. And if you've got any questions, please message me. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, bye for now.